President Granger meets with U.S. congressional team, assures free and fair elections, and Guyana moves up significantly on Corruption Perceptions Index. Welcome to InfoHub. It's Thursday, January 23. It's 38 days to general elections and 31 days to our Golden Jubilee Republic anniversary. Thank you for joining us. His Excellency David Granger met with members of the United States Congress at the Ministry of the Presidency, where he assured the team that general and regional elections, slated for March 2, 2020, will be free, fair, and credible. Here's our first report.
The visiting delegation comprised Congressman Albio Sires, Chairman of the Western Hemisphere, Civilian Security and Trade Subcommittee Gregory Meeks, and Congresswoman Yvette Clark. The congressmen and congresswoman were accompanied by U.S. Ambassador to Guyana, Her Excellency Sarah Ann Lynch. President Granger was accompanied by Prime Minister the Honorable Moses Nagamutu, Minister of Foreign Affairs the Honorable Dr. Karen Cummings, Minister of State the Honorable Dawn Hastings Williams, and Social Protection Minister the Honorable Amna Ali. The head of state gave a brief comment following the meeting.
I was able to assure the U.S. congressional team that all the preparations which need to be made are being made by the Election Commission in accordance with the law, and that the executive branch of government has been compliant with the Constitution, and that we are working towards ensuring that the elections are indeed free and fair, and we will continue to cooperate with the Elections Commission to do so.
The delegation also met with Guyana Elections Commission Chair Justice Claudette Singh, General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party Civic, as well as international organizations, civil society groups, and the private sector. Guyana has taken a quantum leap upward on the Transparency International's Corruption Perceptions Index for 2019, continuing the progress it has been making over the last few years.
Out of the 180 countries assessed, Guyana has earned a score of 40 and is ranked 85th alongside regional counterpart Trinidad and Tobago and Middle Eastern country Kuwait, among others. Guyana has moved 8 places up from last year, where the country was ranked 93 out of 180. According to the TI report, only 22 countries over the last 8 years have significantly improved their CPI scores. These include Greece, Guyana, and Estonia. During the same period, 21 countries saw significant decreases in their scores, including Canada, Australia, and Nicaragua. In the remaining 137 countries, the levels of corruption show little to no change. With a score of 40, Guyana is a significant improver. According to the report, while there is still much work to be done, the coalition government is demonstrating political will to hold former politicians accountable for the misuse of state resources. Late last year, the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime in Vienna lauded Guyana's fight against corruption. UNODC, during a courtesy call on Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Basil Williams, officials were impressed with the volume of legislation passed in a short time by the chambers. The Corruption Perceptions Index is the Transparency International's flagship research product. Since its inception in 1995, it has become the leading global indicator of public sector corruption. The index offers an annual snapshot of the relative degree of corruption by ranking countries and territories from all over the globe. The 2019 CPI draws on 13 surveys and expert assessments to measure public sector corruption in countries and territories, giving each a score from 0, highly corrupted, to 100, very clean. For InfoHub, Anarika.
Citizens Bank performed exceptionally well last year, and Minister of Finance the Honorable Winston Jordan said this is proof that you can bank on Guyana's economic performance.
Finance Minister Winston Jordan, congratulating Citizens Bank on its exceptional 2019 performance, said, like so many other banks and businesses, they have been exceeding expectations, thanks to the positive reformist policies of the government that have created an engaging environment for growth and development. End of quote. Citizens Bank also intends to focus on expanding its services and branches. At the bank's annual general meeting hosted on Tuesday, January 21, Chairman of the bank's board, Clifford Rees, said that they raked in profits of more than $955 million last year, a 58.6% increase over 2018 figures. Rees credited the bank's success to existing market factors, including, but not limited to, high liquidity and intense competition amongst leading institutions with a resultant decline in interest rates. He explained that the bank is also seeing more customers servicing their loans, with non-performing loans dropping by 4%. Citizens Bank also saw a 7.2% increase in deposits. According to Citizens Bank's chairman, with Ghana's economy expected to see significant growth this year with the start of oil production, the banking sector is also expected to perform even better. Paul McAdam for InfoHub.
In its thrust to continue improving accessibility in healthcare delivery, the Ministry of Public Health has delivered $70 million in medical equipment to several regions.
The equipment includes 5 boats and outboard engines, 2 ATVs, and a quantity of state-of-the-art medical equipment. Regions 1, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are benefiting. Minister of Public Health, the Honorable Valda Lawrence, said this investment demonstrates the government's commitment to ensuring that all Guyanese have access to quality health care.
I'm very pleased to see the equipment here for the Linden Hospital complex, because we know that this will enable them to reduce the number of transfers to our tertiary institution, the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation. But more importantly is our being able to provide to regions 1, 7, 8, and 9 not only equipment but also transportation for our midwives, our community health workers, our nurses.
Minister Lawrence said that this will go a far way, especially for the implementation of programs in the hinterland regions, such as the vaccination program. Director of Regional and Clinical Services, Dr. K. Shako, said the ministry is bent on ensuring that people have access to health care services regardless of location.
I'm also happy with the different type of equipment in terms of our cardiac monitors and our ultrasound, the anesthetic machines, the lab machine, the engines that we have here. You know, this is something great for our healthcare delivery. And even as we continue to talk about improving our services, we want our services to be safe, effective, efficient, timeliness, and also there must be equity within the delivery of our health services.
The supply of equipment is a collaborative effort between the Ministry of Public Health and the Ministry of Communities. Isaiah Braffett for InfoHub.
When the news returns, Guyana meets global leprosy strategy target and new partnerships forged to ensure bigger and better matrimony. Details of these stories and more after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Guyana has met the target of elimination of leprosy as a public health issue with a rate of less than 1 case per 10,000 persons.
Guyana, I am happy to report, is considered in the elimination phase by the World Health Organization standard. The successes obtained in the treatment of Hansen's disease worldwide have generated hope that this disease can be eliminated and perhaps eradicated totally.
Minister of Public Health, the Honorable Valda Lawrence, as she addressed the gathering at the launch of World Leprosy Day 2020. The event was hosted at the National Cultural Center on Thursday morning. The Public Health Minister said that the event offers everyone the opportunity to join in the fight to eradicate the disease. Director of the Leprosy Control Program, Dr. Heather Morris Wilson, noted that among the new cases reported for 2019, 2 were child cases. However, none presented with visible deformities.
The presence of children with any complication due to leprosy indicates the quality of case detection, the quality of leprosy care services, and reflects awareness in our community. So Guyana has met the goal of the Global Leprosy Strategy 2016 to 2020 of having 0 cases of children with grade 2 disabilities, and we aim to keep it that way.
This year's event is being celebrated under the theme Stigma and Human Rights of Persons Affected by Leprosy. For InfoHub, I am Kellon Rover.
With the expansion of the oil and gas sector in Guyana, the importance of tourism, more so in relation to the culinary arts, is essential. The Carnegie School of Home Economics is well on its way to mastering the craft as it reopened its Hibiscus training restaurant for a new batch of students.
Carnegie is in the business of creating, developing, and providing international quality and excellence in the area of home economics and hospitality services.
That was Principal of the Carnegie School of Home Economics, Myrna Lee. She outlined the aim of the school at the reopening of the Hibiscus Trading Restaurant on Thursday as she welcomed a new batch of 54 students. According to the principal, students are trained to provide quality services and to ensure all customers feel valued from the point of contact. Meanwhile, President of the Tourism and Hospitality Association of Guyana, Mitra Ramkumar, pledged continued support to Carnegie. He said the institution plays a vital role in the boosting of tourism in Guyana, especially with the kickoff of the oil and gas sector.
We'll be developing a database of persons that would have come and done training at Carnegie. And so as the need arises from our members and operators in the industry, they will now reach out to these persons that have been trained.
Shaquille Bourne, Foreign for Hub.
New partnerships have been established to ensure that the country's Golden Jubilee Republic anniversary is one to be remembered and Guyanese enjoy a bigger and better Mashramani.
Permanent Secretary of the Department of Social Cohesion, Melissa Tucker, said that in hopes of creating a colorful and pumped atmosphere to celebrate this milestone, the department garnered the support of the private sector.
We have entered into partnership agreements, specifically with Hits and Jams, that will be responsible for the hosting of a mega concert. We have the University of Guyana. They would be responsible for the Republic Lecture Series and Symposium. We have Plus One Promotions, and they will be responsible for a gospel concert. In the lineup, we also have Signal Productions. They will be responsible for the hosting of a Legends in Concert. And finally, Dream Team Productions. They will be hosting a jazz festival.
According to Tucker, this approach is one the department is confident will ensure that the 50th Mashramani celebration is better and bigger than the rest.
Our calendar of events would not be possible without the contribution of some of our main sponsors. While the department has the mandate to offset the budget, and it's a massive budget, it would not be remiss without saying that it's an important opportunity or platform for corporate Guyana to come on board to give support to those activities.
Banks DIH and Ansel McCall continue to support the Republic anniversary activities. Caribbean Airlines has been partnering with the department for the past 2 years and is on board this year as well. The airline is offering a 5% discount on its North America and Caribbean destinations flights. The offer runs from January 22 to February 18. Letitia Isaacs, Foreign Hub.
As we prepare for Elections Day on March 2, if you haven't done so as yet, check to ensure your name is on the revised list of electors. Voting is your democratic right. That's all for today. Connect with us on all our social media platforms, including WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Much more news is on our website, dpi.gov.gy. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. Goodbye for now.